Good evening. My name is Christine. I'm a PhD researcher at Liverpool John Moores University, and today I'm going to talk about fair play, but not in the context of sport, where every one of you is familiar with it. And for this purpose, I brought you some pictures, and I would like to ask you to have a look at these pictures and see how you feel about them. On all of these pictures, you see different situations which deal with fair treatment. So for example, on the top left-hand corner, you see that the distribution of the food is pretty unfair. Or at the bottom right-hand corner, it's not really a fair selection process that each of them has to climb a tree. And if you have a look at these pictures, I assume that most of you feel that the one on the right-hand side is more fair compared to the one on the left-hand side. But why do we feel like that? When we talk about fairness, we don't talk about equality or that everyone gets the same. When we talk about fairness, it's about that everyone gets what he or she really needs. And scholars have found out that in organizations we perceive fairness in different ways. There's, for example, distributive fairness, which is concerned with the distribution of the outcome that relates to the boxes, which we just saw in the previous picture. There's also procedural fairness, which relates to the fair procedures of decision-making, and is, for example, the selection process where everyone has to climb the tree. And there is interactional justice, which is about the relationships between people and how we communicate with each other. And I wanted to have a closer look at the concept of fairness in an environment I used to work in and where I think fairness is missing, and this is projects. Projects are unique in certain characteristics compared to normal organizations because they are temporary, so they have a certain start and a certain end. They also have a lot of different organizations involved, usually. Depending on the project, you can have 10, 50, or even 100 different organizations in a project, which all have a different background. And so the impact in this complex organization, the impact of fairness in this complex organization might be different compared to an operational organization. Now you might think, yes, fair enough, but why should we care about it? Well, you should care about it because every year, £2.7 trillion are spent on projects in the European Union. This is a huge amount of money and has a big impact on the overall economy. And the problem is that about 6% of these projects are wholly unsuccessful, and about a quarter of them is partially unsuccessful, which means that we actually spend the money for nothing or waste it. Therefore, I was wondering if we could improve the performance of these projects by introducing fair principles. And I did a good deal of research on this topic and talked to a lot of people. And one of the participants of a focus group, for example, said, if everyone is being treated fairly, you want to achieve the best you possibly can for your client. So the project team members are very much aware of if they are treated fairly or not, and it also motivates them. But what I found out is that the clients, so the ones who have the power in the project, are mostly not aware of fair treatment. Therefore, we need a change in projects, which is that we need the clients to change their behavior because they are the ones who dictate fairness throughout the project delivery. And I hope that I can raise the awareness of fair treatment and fair principles in projects. And what better motivation can we provide to clients, or what more can we offer them than that the adoption of fair procedures and fair principles in projects can actually enhance the performance of their projects. So I hope that we can introduce fair play into the project environment in order to enhance the project performance. Thank you.